Why Jinger Duggar says filming a reality show now would be drastically different. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jinger Duggar spent more than a decade in front of the reality TV cameras, and now, 5 years after Counting On ended, she doesn't seem eager to go back. Duggar, 31, and her husband Jeremy Vuolo talked about the possibility of a reality return on the January 22 episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast. The 19 kids and counting alum thought about it, but admitted she wouldn't be able to recapture the nostalgia of the past. "I don't know. I don't think so," she said. "Not right now. Not in this season of life." She qualified that by saying that if she were to do another reality show, it wouldn't be following every aspect of life as Vuolo, 37, put it. Duggar added, however, that she does miss some aspects of reality TV. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo's relationship timeline, from courtship to married with children. "For all those years you have the sweet memories of traveling and stuff, but it's not all the same," she said. "Because you wouldn't have your same film crew, you wouldn't have your same people you're working with. And you're not filming as a larger family unit, so there's lots of things that would feel so drastically different if you did a show again." The sixth of 19 Duggar kids in the TLC reality franchise, Jinger first rose to fame in 2008 when the show, then called, premiered. She later appeared in the spin-off series, Counting On, which ran from 2015 to 2020. Now she and Vuolo shared 2 kids with a third due in March. Vuolo, a former professional soccer player, is now a minister. The couple co-wrote a memoir titled, The Hope We Hold, Finding Peace in the Promises of God, in 2021 and appear content in having closed the reality TV chapter of their lives. Jinger Duggar claims 19 kids and counting was sometimes cut in a way her family didn't like. Vuolo compared it to the end of his soccer career. Though he competed in MLS for the New York Red Bulls and then in the now-defunct NASL, he stepped away in 2014 to focus on ministry. "It was a chapter," he said. "It closed and I went, yeah, that's done. The Lord's led me in a different direction." He empathized with Duggar's sentiment about it not being the same, adding that it's good to have a healthy break from one chapter to the next. "Otherwise, you're constantly living in the past," he said. "And if there's too much nostalgia, it can lead to this depression because you're thinking, man, I'll never get that back, or I'll never have this opportunity again." Duggar News, Jinger reveals the family member she feels closest to. Jinger Duggar has been one of the most popular Duggar News siblings. No matter what scandals came out about the infamous family, she continued to showcase her life and her realigned values. Since Josh Duggar's arrest, not only did Jinger give a statement supporting it, but she also released books about her experiences. Over the past few years, Jinger's relationship has also soured with many family members. This includes parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. The release of her books caused more problems in their lives. But it turns out Jinger shared something positive in her new post and talked all about the one family member who is extremely supportive. Duggar News, Jinger reveals her experience after finding out she will have a boy. Jinger Duggar has been on top of the world. She has too many things to celebrate. While the celebrity has recently released her new book, she is also anticipating the arrival of her third baby. Duggar News followers found out that Jinger was pregnant with her third baby last year. She already has 2 adorable baby girls. So, it was a surprise when she announced her third one would be a boy. Longtime followers who had heard Jinger's podcast already knew it. That's because she had already given way too many hints. At first, the star was freaking out because she had never raised a boy but is warming up to the idea now. Amidst all this, Jinger also addressed who among all the family members has been closest and the most supportive to her. Duggar News. Jinger Duggar reveals who is her most supportive sibling. As the years have passed, a lot of things have changed in the Duggar News family. Jinger Duggar has been the one who has openly spoken up about this. Despite having a different set of religious values now, she wanted to be mindful of not hurting her parents' sentiments. But it's too late now, as her book releases made them worried about their image. Later, Jinger made lots of statements about wanting to reconcile. While fans still don't know how far along they are in making progress, some siblings have always stuck by her side. Joy-Anna Duggar tops Jinger's list when it comes to this. It's been hard for Jinger to keep in touch with her siblings as she lives far away from them in Los Angeles while most of them are in Arkansas. Yet, Joy-Anna remains in touch with her via FaceTime. Jinger also lovingly said that while she is the elder one, it's her younger sister who appears that way. Well, Joy-Anna is already a mother to 3 kids. So, her guidance must be helping Jinger prepare herself better for the arrival of the first baby boy in her family. Apart from this, Joy-Anna has also been very supportive of Jinger's journey of realigning her faith and says it's inspired her to start her own journey. She has also avidly read her books about her experiences. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for more Duggar news updates. Jinger Duggar is keeping baby boy's name a secret from her kids. Jinger Duggar is getting ready to become a mom of 3 in March, and now that her due date has almost arrived, she's finalizing all the details including her baby's name. During an Instagram Q&A session with fans, Jinger revealed that she and husband Jeremy Vuolo have picked one out, but right now, it sounds like they're the only ones who know which name they've chosen. And they definitely won't be telling their daughters before their baby boy arrives either. More from Cafe Mom, Jinger Duggar admits she was embarrassed to be more sheltered than her friends as an adult. Several of Jinger's followers' questions involved her baby-to-be. One fan asked if 6-year-old Felicity and 4-year-old Evangeline helped pick out the baby's name, but apparently, they're being kept in the dark about it until their brother arrives. The girls don't know the name we've landed on yet. Jinger wrote in her reply, which included a photo of one of the girls sitting at the dining room table at home. We are going to tell them when he's born. Felicity has been telling friends and family that she thinks a great name would be George Washington. There's a good chance that's not the one they're going with, but stranger things have happened. This isn't anything new for Jinger. As she pointed out in another post, she's never been one to make a name announcement ahead of time. Jeremy and I have it picked out, but we always keep it a secret until baby is born, she explained. It makes total sense that they would also want to keep it a secret from their girls. At their ages, it's really hard to keep a secret, especially when it's about something as exciting as their brother's name. She also shared another detail about her birth plan. Her mom, Michelle, will be traveling to California to be there with her when her baby is born, just like she's done for Jinger's other 2 births. It has been the biggest blessing having her at each of my births, Jinger wrote in response to a follower who asked her if Michelle would be there. So thankful she's willing to come all the way out here to support me through it. Mama is a wealth of wisdom, and I couldn't imagine going through labor without her by my side. Other than planning to have her mom there, Jinger seems to be going with the flow. During a recent appearance on the Unplanned podcast, Jinger told hosts Matt and Abby Howard that her only birth plan is to literally go in and have the baby. I feel like with the ones who planned so much out, they were more stressed because their plan did not go as planned, she said at the time. For me, I'm not a planner in general. I just don't like to plan a lot of things either. With just 7 weeks to go until she meets her baby boy, this whole having a baby thing is about to get so real. We can't wait to find out what name she chose. Jinger Duggar is overcoming one of her biggest fears to learn this new skill. 19 kids and counting alum, Jinger Duggar is opening up about her family's ties to the Christian fundamentalist organization, Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. The former reality star wants to share her experience of growing up in a strict religious environment, with her former church's rules controlling nearly everything in her life. One of these rules included dressing modestly and wearing long swim skirts in the water, which meant that Jinger never learned how to swim properly. While talking to people about her latest book, People Pleaser: Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations, Jinger confessed how embarrassed she was to realize that she couldn't swim. According to the reality star, she developed a fear of water as a result of the constricting clothing that she was forced to wear as a child. However, after marrying Jeremy Vuolo and moving to LA with him, Jinger decided to overcome her fear. The Counting On star asked a close friend from Hawaii to help her. She recalls being pregnant with her daughter, Evangeline Vuolo, at the time. However, that didn't stop Jinger from learning the basics. The reality star admitted that her progress was slow, but she didn't give up. One day it clicked and it was amazing, she revealed. Jinger was proud to share that she can now jump in her deep pool and swim. However, she admitted that she is still not completely comfortable in the water and wouldn't trust herself to swim alone or let her daughters in with no one else around. Jinger Duggar has more to say about her former church. Jinger's latest book was released on January 14, 2025, and focuses on the former reality star's personal experience of always seeking the approval of others. In an exclusive interview with People, Jinger discussed her book and talked about feeling like she wasn't good enough for the IBLP. While Jinger has recently spoken against her former church's teachings, her childhood was very different. According to the Duggar sisters, her parents' devotion to IBLP founder Bill Gothard's teachings led her to believe that something was wrong with her. Jinger shared that her parents would drill Gothard's teachings into her and her siblings. She revealed that the Duggar sisters, especially, were told to do everything to please their husbands because if they didn't, they risked being abandoned. It was all so focused on do this, do this, do this, do this, added Jinger. Jinger credited her husband, Jeremy, for having helped her unlearn all of this and showing her what an equal partnership looked like. Jinger recalled how much the IBLP's teachings impacted her life, to the point where she was afraid to make simple decisions without her husband's approval. However, Jeremy pushed her to be vulnerable and share her feelings with him. In Jinger's exact words, "I don't care," he said, "I want to hear even if we have different opinions." But it took Jinger years to start speaking her mind without feeling overwhelmed.